Hi you guys, today I'm doing a fall look and I'm going to be using the tape method. So you want to get a piece of tape, stick it on the back of your hand a couple times to take away the tackiness, and then put it wherever you want your shadow to go. This will clean up the outer edge and make sure you get a nice clean line there. So once you have the tape set down, I'm going to put on my highlight. I just used a matte white on my inner corner and my brow bone. I already have my foundation and everything on, so I'm just showing you the eye look. Next, I'm going to put on my crease color, which I'm just using a soft matte brown just to define the crease a little bit and act as a blending color for the shadows that are going to be on the lid since they're a little bit darker than normal. So just really blend that out. You want something nice and soft. You don't need something too defined right here. Then after that, I'm going to be putting on my outer lid color first, which is a nice deep red, which is great for fall. I'm going to blend that into the outer thirds, going a little bit less than halfway on the lid, trying to stay out of the crease. You don't need that dark color in the crease. It'll blend into that crease color nicely because that's already laid down, but you want to keep it kind of on the lid. And I'm just trying to make that super opaque and get it laid down exactly where I want it. You don't need to blend too much right now, but I'm going to blend a little bit into the crease just so I don't have to do as much work later. Next, I am going to put a little bit of a darker shade in the crease to define that even more. I'm using a small pencil brush and a very dark matte brown for this, just to define that and darken up the outer corner even more. And then I'm going to try and blend that. I'm not too worried about blending it too much right now. I just kind of wanted to get that laid down, and then I blended out just a little bit with that brush that already had the soft matte brown on it. So we still have that nice red showing through and then the defined crease. I'm going to re-add some of the red since it got a little bit muddy with that brown color mixed with it. So if any color is ever not as vibrant as you want it to be, just reapply it and reblend it after that. I think I even add a little bit more brown, reblend that. It's a lot of going back and forth and blending. Then I'm going to add a little bit of a white base to that inner corner on the lid. I'm going to blend it out a little bit with my fingers and a brush. I wanted to re-brighten that area since we're adding a lighter shade right there. I wanted to make that area nice and bright so that that shadow really stood out. I'm using a gold shade, and I'm using the other side of that flat shader brush that I had that red on. This is really helpful with blending because you can just switch the brush back and forth on that little line. I'm also using my finger to really get that densely packed on there so that the gold really stands out. Then I'm turning the brush around, adding a little bit more red, turning the brush around, adding more gold. Then I take the tape off, and you see you get that nice line right there. I'm going to blend it out and clean it up a little bit. As you can see, it's a little bit messy because sometimes tape doesn't stick perfectly. So I add a little bit of concealer to just clean up that line. And I am going to blend it out a little bit with the outer corner shades. So then on the outer corner to the bottom lid, for the lower lash line, I'm going to add that red color and then add a little bit of that dark brown on top of that just to the outer corner, blending that in with that line on the upper lid so it's not so harsh. Then I'm going to blend that out even more because I didn't really like how that was looking. So if you ever mess up your shape, you can always kind of mess around with it with a blending brush or some concealer or anything, adding more shadow. Then I'm going to put on the gold that I put on the lid to the inner corner of my lower lash line. I'm using my finger again because I want to make that gold really stand out, and I find that using my finger I can really pack on the shadow. Then I'm going to take a waterproof eyeliner, and this is in a dark brown color, add it to my waterline. You can use a black. I like using browns because they're a little bit softer, and I squeeze my eye together so it gives a little bit of a tight line effect. And then I add a little bit to the tight line as well. I do a winged liner with some Kat Von D eyeliner in Trooper, but it was just too hard to show on camera. Then I use my Perversion mascara, and then you are done. Now onto lips. I'm using a Nars lip crayon. That color will be in the description box. And the other lip combo is going to be a Kat Von D Everlasting lipstick in a very dark berry shade. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. It's a nice quick fall tutorial with a couple different lip looks, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you!